Hey folks, and welcome back to Wrist Action. Today I have for you a stylish and inexpensive Casio that has plenty of wrist presence and doesn't cut back on features. I picked this watch up while I was in Thailand recently and is aimed for the Asian market. So this watch is available in countries such as Thailand, Vietnam and India. And speaking of India, nearly 20% of this channel's viewers are from India, so a big hello to everyone watching from out there. I got this watch from an official Casio dealer and it was priced at 900 baht. Plus they gave me a 15% discount, so overall I paid the equivalent of 20 euros or 21 US dollars. It's also available on the Amazon USA website for about the same price. So this watch will be described by some as a budget watch or an entry-level watch, a term which I dislike using because it implies that it has some compromises such as lacking features or having a dull design are made. In my opinion, the W-201-1BV has none of these compromises, as we shall see by looking at its features. The W-201 range of watches was first introduced in 2014, but the W-201-1BV variant, which we're looking at today, was released relatively recently in March of 2023. The first and most obvious feature for the watch is the negative display. Negative displays can be polarizing and divide opinion. You're either going to love them or you're going to be the type that will never buy a negative display watch because of legibility reasons. Even if you fall into the latter category, you shouldn't dismiss this watch because the large size fonts used makes it easy to read. It's far more legible than that on my GWX 5600C, which costs 5 times the price. The next thing is the colour of the watch. The resin case and band have a dark grey colour, but it can also appear to be a lighter shade of grey depending on certain light conditions, as you can see in these wrist shots. The resin case is a tonneau shaped and is covered by an acrylic crystal, and the printed orange font for the 10-year battery and alarm chronograph markings add a touch of sportiness. The display for the home screen shows the time and date, and the counting bars at the 3 o'clock position adds a nice visual distraction. Buttons for the watch are made of black plastic and are recessed into the case. This can make it a little more tricky to operate when worn on the wrist, but the fact that they don't stick out adheres to the aesthetics of the watch and makes it more visually appealing. On the back there is a brushed steel caseback held down by 4 screws, keeping the 2879 module in place, which has an accuracy rating of ± 20 seconds a month. On the strap, the plastic buckle and keeper are engraved with the Casio logo. Even though the strap is made of resin, it feels rubbery to the touch and is quite flexible and comfortable to wear. It also comes with many holes for fine adjustment. Dimensions for the watch are 40.4mm in length, 36mm wide and 10mm in depth. The watch weighs in at 25 grams, and here it is against the F91W for a size comparison. Finally, let's take a look at the features of the 2879 module that's in the case. And that is, this watch fixes the 2 things lacking with the F91W, and that it comes with a decent backlight, which I will show you later, and it has 50 meters of water resistance. The time display can be toggled between 12-hour and 24-hour formats. It comes with 1 daily alarm, so let me quickly set that so that you know what it sounds like. The chronograph is accurate to 1/100th of a second, and it has split time to measure first and second place. And while the chronograph is running, the bars on the display shows a nice little animation. And here we see that the split time feature has recorded 6 seconds for the first place and 10 seconds for second place. The watch also has a dual time feature to show the time in a second time zone. I have mine set for the time in Bangkok, which is shown in the main display, and the time for your home city is shown at the top. Backlight now, and it comes with an amber LED for which you can change the duration that it stays on for between 1.5 seconds or 3 seconds. Let's look at the disadvantages, and there are a couple which you need to know about. The first is that the recess buttons, although easy to press, you need to find them by using your fingernails. This can be a little frustrating in a case such as trying to find the backlight button in the dark. And talking of the backlight, it does suffer from a little bleeding at the side of the watch. In conclusion, the Casio W-201-1BV is a stylish watch with a sporty touch, and for around $20 it represents tremendous value. Thanks for watching folks, I hope that this video helped you out, and I'll see you next time.